Okay, a train which is moving with acceleration, whose acceleration part during its motion has been suggested in graph. Acceleration is in meter per second square, time given in second. So 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, these are second, and plus 5 and minus 5 are the acceleration magnitudes. So what will be the maximum speed of the train during this motion? Okay, so see, in case of, the answer will be in case of AT graph, that is acceleration time graph, the value of area enclosed, the value of area enclosed in, that is positive area in the sense, positive area means for positive, that means for positive acceleration, that is above the time axis. This is the portion in between 12 second to 16 second. There is also an area enclosed found, but that is the negative area, means it is retardation. So during retardation speed decreases, so can't be maximum. So during positive area, the area enclosed will be, okay, positive area enclosed, that is the area which is found above the time axis in AT graph, right? The value of area enclosed represents the maximum speed, right? So that's why we need to calculate area of this much portion, right? So this part is concerned, this is geometrically what? It is a trapezium. So that concerned area will be half into sum of the parallel sides. So this is 8 and this is 4. So it is 8 plus 4 into separation is 5. So into 5. So that means 12 by 2 into 5. So 6 into 5 is 30. So the value of 30 area enclosed is equal to maximum speed. So this is equal to 30 meter per second. Got my point? So answer will be 30 meter per second. Is that clear? Fine. Had it been asked about the state of motion from 8 second to 12 second, if it is asked that what will be the can we say that the distance travelled by the particle during 8 second to 12 second maximum speed? So my question is, what will be the, if I ask you that what will be the distance travelled by this particle during 8 second to 12 second, who can answer? During 8 second to 12 second, what will be the speed of, what will be the distance travelled by the particle? Yes, of course, because you can see the acceleration time graph is absent. It's not visible. Acceleration time graph is not at all visible in the graph from 8 second to 12 second. This indicates that particle is having no acceleration at all. Particle is having no acceleration at all during this interval from 8 to 12 second. That means whatever the speed that particle has achieved, this 30 meter per second will be the maximum speed when it will be 8 second. Particle will attain this speed of 30 meter per second at t equal to 8 second. From that point onwards till 12 second, there is no acceleration. So that's why between t equal to 8 second to t equal to 12 second, the distance travelled will be equal to constant velocity into time. So 120 meter. It will be 120 meter, right? can you, I can ask more things from this. Can you tell me the average velocity? Can you tell me the numerical value of average velocity of the journey during first 8 seconds? I'm asking one more question. Can you apply S is equal to ut plus half at square formula during first 4 seconds? Give me the answer, yes or no. Can we apply S is equal to ut plus half at square during first 4 seconds? For example, even if I give you the starting velocity for the particle is 0, for example, at t equal to 0, let the particle begins from rest, right? So, can we apply the half ut plus half at square for the first 4 seconds? Yes, correct answer. We cannot apply that formula. We cannot apply S is equal to ut plus half at square. Why? That is the reason behind this is during the first 4 seconds, the graph shows that acceleration is continuously increasing with time. Acceleration is continuously increasing with time during first 4 seconds. Next 4 seconds, acceleration remains constant. So, second phase of the motion, that is from 4 seconds to 8 seconds, we can apply S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. So, these are the simple points you must be able to identify it from graph. Okay, fine. We can move to next question. So, these are the 3 displacement time graph given. See, it is true that whenever we talk about uniform motion, so uniform motion means motion with constant velocity, okay. So, where motion will remain same in magnitude, that can only be the uniform motion. So, in second point we can say in ST graph, slope of ST graph represents velocity, right? So, here you can see, if I make an argument about slope of the graph at different position, then I can see that it makes same angle always theta with the line parallel to time axis. But here in this case, the slope first decreases, becomes 0 and then it becomes negative. Okay, here initially slope is negative, then after some time slope becomes positive. So, slope changes in both second and third graph. As the slope continuously changes in second and third graph, so velocity cannot be constant in as per the graph 2 or 3. So, that is why constant slope is available in graph 1. So, therefore this implies that graph 1 represents uniform motion. Okay. Now I would like to ask more question that in graph 2, coming to graph 2, how will you comment about the velocity? How will you comment on about the velocity? What do you think about the velocity character of the particle as per the graph 2? How will you express the velocity of the moving particle as per graph 2? Yes, tell me. write on chat, saying about that is decreasing with positive initial velocity. That's all, just that much only, or there is something more that you can answer. If I see up to a certain instant, at this instant I can see slope at this O, let this point A and this point B, right? OAB, marking it, top point A, this point B. Okay, O to A, we can say O to A as per this graph, O to A, slope positive, slope is positive but decreasing, slope is positive but decreasing, because you can say here the theta is theta 1, here it is theta 2, so obviously theta 2 is less than theta 1. So positive slope but decreasing, this implies that from O to A is concerned, velocity is decreasing, moving forward. Okay, velocity is decreasing while moving forward, right? And after A, from A to B, that slope becomes negative. So ST graph slope negative means velocity is negative. So velocity is decreasing, moving forward, but it is positive. Okay, so at A slope becomes 0 means, and at A velocity is equal to 0. Then from A to B, velocity is magnitudically increasing or decreasing? It is magnitudically increasing but opposite in direction. Velocity A to B, velocity is magnitudically increasing, but opposite in direction. Is that clear? So, what will be the average velocity of the journey? Correct, 0. Because O to A positive displacement and the same displacement found during A to B. So, O to A positive displacement, A to B returning back to starting point, So S net displacement becomes 0, so that's why V average is 0. So average velocity of the motion of the particle as per diagram 2 is 0. Got my point? Would you like to comment similarly on the graph 3? What will be the characteristics about the velocity? What is the explanation against the diagram representing ST relation, this ST relation as per graph 3? here again you can see during certain time interval displacement part is decreasing. Okay, so particle initially starting from, for example, this s is equal to s naught, this is 0. So particle is with respect to origin, that is 0 reference point, particle is displacement is decreasing, and that is because of the velocity. Is that it is moving back with a constant velocity? No, initial negative velocity, and that velocity is further, that velocity value slope negative, but it's correspondingly it is decreasing, means velocity magnitude is decreasing. Can you explain a motion? Can you explain what kind of motion it is? See, I am drawing and showing it to you. For example, this is s is equal to 0. Particle is initially located at s is equal to s naught, as I have said, right? Particle is, see, the velocity is negative, means if this direction is considered to be positive in measurement, so particle's velocity is this way, but x